Okay, intrinsically and extrinsically motivating rewards with my organization or employer. So I work at a coffee shop in my church, and a few examples of intrinsically motivating things about my job. The first one that comes to mind is latte art. So this is a piece of my job that is just inherently like enjoyable and fun. And you like steam the milk and then you pour it into the coffee and you're like making little hearts and flowers and stuff. And that's fun because it's like it gives you a challenge. It's rewarding when you get better at it. Some places, not my specific place, but like the coffee house at DBU, for example, you have to get signed off on it to be able to start like doing the art on the ones that get actually sent out when people order them. So you have a challenge to get good enough at it so you can be on that specific part of the job during the shift. Um, let's see, another intrinsic motivation. Um, I would say merch sales. So my church has like a few different pieces of merch that go out every once in a while throughout the year. And that just gives us another opportunity to one, engage with the customer, two, like upsell and make money because the merch is a big reason why the coffee shop is profitable in general. And then it gives us a opportunity to like interact with like the design and creative side of the aspects of the church, like just knowing about the products, knowing about like the sizing, kind of helping people, basically like getting to style them or help them like get their clothes that fit. And then we also get to like get the merch and wear it, and it's just like another like kind of motivational thing, a part of the job. um, and then what's something else? I would say just coffee in general. So, like working in a coffee shop, I need to know a lot about coffee. I need to know a lot about how it's made, how it's roasted, like where it comes from. Coffee beans actually come from cherries. And then there's like wash processes. So, that's like how they get washed off out once they're like pitted from the cherries. Like, there's things that I need to learn about coffee, how espresso is made, how an espresso machine works, different like tastings and all that kind of stuff. That's another like intrinsic motivation because it's rewarding, it's interesting, it's challenging, and then you get to like be able to share that information or just like talk about it, conversate about it with customers or other employees. And then extrinsic motivation. So internally in the business, I would say one of the rewards that we get at my coffee shop is every time you're working a shift that's 4 hours or longer, you get a shift pastry, is what they call it. So, like, we have pastries in the coffee shop that we sell from a different place, from a bakery, and we get a free one every time we work a shift that's 4 hours or longer. So, like this morning when I went in for service and I worked a 5.5 hour shift, I ate a chocolate chip cookie. So, that's a cool internal motivation. And then, um, let's see, what's another factor? And we get tips. That's a good one, because that makes up a pretty big part of our pay. So it like adds $4 to $6 an hour on average to our hourly rate. So that's another like internal business factor that motivates us to perform, to have good customer service, to have good like knowledge about coffee, things like that, and then just make sure that the job's done well because we're working for extra tips. Um, is there anything else? Obviously, we want to meet like good standards within the coffee shop, whether that's cleanliness, customer service, things like that, because we want to avoid negative performance, like reviews, not the right word, but we want to avoid like negative performance. A opinions or experiences for the customers or the people that work in the church that interact with us daily. So that's another like internal business motivation for just having high standards in the company.